Right now we have a huge mental health issue. Obviously we have an addiction issue. Culturally, we're incredibly divided. It doesn't seem like those common touchstones that we used to have are still in place. In fact, they've been just blown apart. We've made a mistake, and I've been guilty of this. We talk about everybody wanting to be happy, and life isn't really about happiness. I think that when we talk about happiness, we should be thinking more in terms of long-term contentment with your life, purpose, meaning, things that keep you going, as opposed to always feeling like everything's okay and everything's great, because life is just not like that.
I remember driving down the highway and feeling so disconnected from everything. I literally screamed, God, like, please help me.
People have a hole that they're trying to fill. What drugs and alcohol do is they mask it. You know, they help make the pain go away for a little while until you realize you're in an actual worse situation because of that. But nevertheless, I think that it all comes down to we're trying to fill a spiritual hole, and we're trying to fill it with material stuff.
The power's about to get shut off in our home. I didn't have groceries in the house to feed them, and I put my kids on the bus and called Children's Services and spoke to a caseworker and explained that I was struggling with addiction, and I told her, like, I can't take care of my children. I need you to remove them. Really didn't know how to process what was going to happen next. My kids had no idea what was coming. Children's Services picked them up at school.
None of us want to suffer. None of us want to go through. Even Jesus Christ himself asked God to let the cup pass over if he didn't have to drink from it, right? So it's okay to not want to go through it, but at the same time, we have to understand that it is part of life.
I had lost everything. My career was in shambles. My wife had filed for divorce. I had nothing to my name. I had pawned it all, lost it all, all the things that happen in addiction. I remember at the treatment center, there was a chimney. It was really tall, and I had thought about if I would be able to jump off the top of it, if it would kill me if I landed just right on my head.
April 17th of 2021, our oldest boy was murdered. And actually, within those years, 5 years that we had been getting to know each other, he had really became my best friend.
Part of our discomfort in this world is we think that we're material creatures with this kind of supernatural component, our soul. We've got it backwards. We're actually supernatural creatures trying to exist in a material world. And I think when you're able to look at it that way and realize that, this world, it's important, but in the end, we're kind of visitors here, and this is just one leg on a journey that is much larger. When we do have to suffer, that's where growth comes from. Empathy, compassion, all of those things are outgrowths of what we're going through. If you have that faith and you have that anchoring, it's going to be okay. It may not be okay in this world, but it's going to be okay.